Okay, our first speaker will talk about video here at Plantation Toastmasters. Please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Nick Smith.
If you've given a speech at Plantation Toastmasters in the past 3 months, you've probably noticed that there's a camera in the back of the room, and you've later received an email with a link in it from me. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our welcome guests, that's something that not a lot of Toastmasters clubs do, even when they're meeting online when all they have to do is push one button. But I thought it was important, especially with us being back in person, that we give people a chance to self-evaluate and have video of themselves. Let's start with this. Some people aren't comfortable being recorded. Even though I haven't had a single speaker come up to me and say, please don't record me, that is always an option. If you don't want that recording, just say something and I'll just stop the camera. That's not a problem to do that. Just diving in here. You may have wondered what that thing is on the floor there. Now, the cameras have microphones built into them. But I was looking around at Toastmasters Club's YouTube channels over the weekend, the other clubs besides ours, and all you hear is someone talking in the background and a lot of noise and papers rustling and chairs shuffling around. The thing is, the closer we get the microphone to the speaker, the better quality the sound is for the recording. And I just happen to have that recording device, and it's great. I love the thing. And it's just so much more convenient than trying to mic up. You probably have seen reporters in the news and where they have a microphone here, and I'd have to get with the speaker at a time, and it just isn't worth it. The sound quality is more than enough with that recorder, so that's why that's there. But that is why you should also know that I record the audio from these meetings, but the sole purpose of that is to pair that audio up with the video being recorded by the cameras, just so we get that better quality sound that's closer to the speaker. If you're not comfortable with me recording you, just say something and I can stop that, but it's pretty inconvenient to do that because I have to run around there and push buttons and everything. So if I don't have to do that, that would be appreciated. Like I said, I'm only using it to pair it up with video footage if I record you. If you're the Toastmaster of the day, like Daniel is, or our general evaluator, you will also be part of those recordings of our speakers and our evaluators that I use to introduce the speaker, right? You're reading an introduction here. I'm using that to add it to the video to take advantage of the introduction. If you're that Toastmaster of the day, general evaluator, and you're not comfortable having me record you, let me know. I can stop the camera, or simply just tell me you'd rather not be part of the recording and I can cut that part off at the beginning so that you're not in this video. Now, as time allows, the editor of the video, who's right now that's me, I will upload that recording to YouTube, and it'll be an unlisted video, and I'll send you a link in the email you can click on to view that video, proof it and audition it basically, decide if you'd like to do something with that. I found this interesting. This is a sidebar because, I'm a little bit of a nerd. That there is a 1 in 73 quintillion chance of the video ID of a YouTube video being guessed by someone. So, in other words, if you were to drop a grain of sand on Earth, leave Earth, come back to Earth, pick up a grain of sand, you're 15 times more likely to get the right grain of sand than you are to guess a YouTube video ID. So that's how relatively safe it is that even though you don't have to log in to click to view that unlisted video, no one's going to guess that video. And it's unlisted, it won't be anywhere indexed anywhere. If you want to see your video of an evaluation you give here at Toastmasters, I don't automatically send those out, but I usually grab those recordings. Just let me know and I can email that to you as well. I'm just automatically sending the speaker videos right now. Here's a big one. If you get recorded as a speaker or evaluator, the rights to that recording belong to you. I'm just given the rights to that. So you can, ideally, when you get that email, reply and consent for us to share it as a promotional piece on the club's social media presence. You can also ask us to delete it and never let it see the light of day again. We're happy to do that as well. You can also ask for a file. We'll send you a download link to an MP4 video file you can download and then save and archive and use for your heart's content. If you do not reply to the email, It'll just sit as an unlisted video in the club's YouTube account until the end of time. If you will never, ever want us to share a video publicly, but you still like to have the recording, let us know ahead of time so we can just send you a rough version and we don't spend time adding titling and smoothing out the audio and copyright information at the end of it. Just is quicker for us when we're doing the editing part of that. So why are we doing this? I mentioned that when we're doing the vote, right, a promotional tool. Well, that's one of the purposes of doing the recording there, as it's a tool we can use to promote our club on social media. Even many of you on our Facebook group have seen I've posted a couple of videos every week of our speakers, and I think it's a great way to keep social media fresh and interesting for us, and to show potential guests what they can get by joining our club. It's also an opportunity to self-evaluate. There's nothing like putting yourself into the audience of your own speech to make you want to cringe, but also improve and realize what you can do to become a better speaker. And finally, this isn't something we have to do. And I do it a little bit out of the goodness of my heart. I mean, I enjoy the editing process and I'm using it as a learning opportunity. But I need you all to work with me, and so far it's been a good response, so I feel good about it. Just seriously consider, if I send you a video you've given of a speech and you're happy with it, let me share it on social media. Let me get some traction and get some use out of that video out there in the world. And if I do post it and you like it, share it on your Facebook wall, share it on your Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have 15 subscribers to our club's YouTube channel, which means, in theory, every single person in this room right here is subscribed to it, right? You have, right? Yeah, okay, that's okay. You don't have to answer that. Oh, and one little other sidebar. Didn't put a lot of preparation into this, but I will let you know that there's 2 cameras now. I'm trying something new. I'm doing a tight shot, and I'm also doing a wide shot, so I can kind of bounce between those two. I had a positive feedback from doing that with Jim's speech last week, so we'll just see how much work this ends up being and if we'll continue doing that. But it's something I'm trying this week, so having a nice tight shot gives you better quality of the speaker, but then a lot of our speakers walk around the room, and this is where you're going to want to have the wider shot to be able to capture their body language better, more accurately. So there you go. Talked about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and why we're doing it. And I hope that you take advantage of our video program as time goes on. Mr. Toastmaster.